Hi, my name is Harrison, and today I want to talk to you about why students in computer science aren't getting the help they need. In a study of 62 institutions that teach introductory computer science courses, on average, about 3 out of every 10 students did not pass their Intro CS courses or CS1 courses. This figure disproportionately impacts students who are underrepresented in computer science. The people in this 30% are capable of learning computer science. There are students who have enrolled in advanced educations, and they are intelligent people. Often, however, they just don't receive the support they need in order to develop their learning skills. Learning how to program is hard. There are numerous reasons why this is the case. At a university level, students often are learning about computer science concepts for the first time, and there are many problem-solving and technical skills that students are expected to have already or figure out on their own during a course. At the moment, most students are not bringing in pre-existing skills to computer science, however, and must resort to the latter option of figuring things out on their own. When students must figure things out on their own in order to succeed, it's important that they can do this type of self-directed learning well. There are various learning skills that students can benefit from, including ability to plan, reflect, self-assess progress, and seek help. These are all examples of metacognitive skills. Metacognitive skills help students learn in self-directed ways by giving them the tools they need to assess their learning progress and make adjustments accordingly. Studies show that students who are able to develop metacognitive skills can overcome programming struggles in computer science courses. Today, I want to focus on this last skill, help seeking. Help seeking describes the different aspects of a student's ability to get help when they are stuck. This includes when a student realizes they need help, when a student decides what kind of help they need, and when a student ultimately asks for and receives help. Help seeking is particularly important in introductory computer science courses because Intro CS courses have large sizes that have exploded in size over the last several years, limiting the amount of individual support students can get from teaching staff. When this happens, students have to be responsible for help when they need it, but unfortunately, students are bad at help seeking. So, how can we help students become better at help seeking? Well, in order for students to develop effective help seeking strategies, they must become aware of their own help seeking strategies first. For most students, the primary obstacle that stands in the way of their ability to be aware of their own help seeking strategies is the fact that cognition and decision making are intangible concepts that are difficult to reason about without guidance. Without visible or concrete indicators, students are likely to be unlikely to be observant of their learning process in the same way that they might take note of a compiler error or a bad grade when it emerges. Typically, expert course instructors have a better eye for learning strategies than students and can help surface issues to students when they observe patterns of behavior, but like mentioned before, in most CS1 courses tend to be too large for teachers to be able to track student learning. By providing scaffolds for monitoring and surfacing student learning strategies, students can develop awareness of their help-seeking strategies on their own and with the help of teaching staff. For example, strategically prompting students to reflect on their learning allows students to make their learning progress concrete by guiding students to consider and note aspects of their process that they otherwise wouldn't. Through this reflection, students can generate tangible reflection responses that act as indicators of their help-seeking strategies. In addition to making the learning process more concrete to students, reflection prompts also make learning processes that occur outside of formal learning environments visible to teaching staff, enabling teaching staff to be aware of student help-seeking strategies as well. To build these scaffolds, however, we still need a precise understanding of help-seeking in CS1. We need to know what kinds of strategies students use and the contexts that surround these help-seeking strategies. So, in order to figure out what prevents students from developing effective help-seeking strategies, we took a deep dive into the experiences of students and TAs in office hours and asked why aren't CS1 students getting the help they need. To do this, we conducted a study in introductory computer science courses where we observed and recorded CS1 office hour sessions and then interviewed students and TAs in those sessions to ask them about their perspectives and experiences surrounding the help they gave and received. In total, we observed 9 office hour sessions and had 18 interviews with participants. Currently, we are analyzing our data using a grounded theory approach to determine the challenges that commonly occur when students attempted to seek help, the strategies that students use during help interactions, as well as other interesting patterns that may emerge. Although we are still analyzing our current data, our early findings show some common patterns in student help-seeking experiences. Students are not entirely inefficient help seekers and demonstrate a mix of effective and ineffective help seeking strategies. For example, many students stated that they plan their questions in advance prior to asking for help, showing the ability to plan and consider need for help. On the other hand, several students stated that they frequently ask for help before attempting any work on their own. Because students use a mix of strategies, it's important to know which strategies that are ineffective that students use commonly versus strategies that might not need very much correction. Furthermore, overall, students had a lack of awareness of their help seeking strategies and learning process. Few students had any insights to share about the efficacy of their help seeking, especially when asked if there were any ways they thought they could improve their strategies. As a result, most students stated that they maintained the same help seeking strategies throughout the quarter, never making adjustments to their learning process. Finally, several students shared particular attitudes and beliefs about help and the role it played in their learning process. The most common belief about help was that it was a way to complete assignments more quickly. For example, a few students stated that they attended office hours because doing so allowed them to finish their homework faster than if they had tried to do it on their own. As we begin to develop more concrete findings, we will begin to develop prototypes of scaffolds for supporting student awareness of their help seeking. For example, we may begin to build out rough versions of the reflection prompts tool mentioned earlier, testing the reflection prompts in the prompting interface with students and TAs. Here you can see an example. Here you can see an example of what the design might look like in an office hours setting. After a student realizes she needs help, she attends office hours. Prior to getting direct help from a TA, however, she is prompted to reflect on her learning process and asking about what she has already attempted, what kind of help she wants to get, etc. After doing so, she can be paired with a TA who will have her responses for reference. We look forward to seeing how the study findings turn out, and hopefully we'll have prototypes available soon. Thanks for watching.